So, what did you think of the inaugural? What's it called? The commencement address.
Yeah, is that the one that he did inside the Capitol? Yeah, that
Cor-
one was good.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was good. He touched on that, and that's what I liked about it. He didn't bring up anything new. Once he got in office, he was going to do this differently. No, his commencement address was everything he said he was going to do from back last year. And what we said, I guess one of the things he did was two genders sign that with an executive order. So something that we're talking about, no more of this indoctrination of whatever fairy tale land people are living in. Other stuff, I think signed in the Gulf of America, which we talked about. So that's official. I'm gonna go hit the Gulf of America when the weather gets nice.
Hell
Be one of the first ones to put my toes in it. Um, but yeah, I mean everything else, all those executive orders, pretty much locking down the border, getting rid of DEI culture in the federal government, back to work order for people in the government. So everything he said he was gonna do, got a lot of it done immediately with some executive order and acts like that. So I think he kicked it off well. And from the speech perspective, I think he it was almost like a rally speech that I've heard before. It was very similar, touched on all the same points.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it. It felt he gave you a sense of confidence that yeah shit was fucked up, but we're gonna make sure that we do shit the right way now, and we're gonna have a brighter future for the country, which is what you want from the president at that event. The thing with him is because I'm thinking about what happened whenever Biden got into office, and other presidents that I remember. Um, what he has done differently, and nobody can take this away from him. I've heard even liberals and people on the other side who've commented on this as well, so they agree.
Mm.
He actually did shit immediately. And that's the number one thing that everybody says about all politicians and all presidents is they promise, 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 promise. They get elected and they don't do any of it. I remember the huge one that people were, hoping Biden would do was, did anybody just forget that he was supposed to forgive all student loan debt?
Yeah.
He didn't do a single zero. He didn't for any, nothing. He never did it. He just kept pushing it off, pushing it off, pushing it off, and then
Yeah,
just
they
never
like
did.
paused it and then pushed it, tried to get it, kept pushing it, and then ultimately it just fell through the cracks.
Yeah, so it's all these things that they promise you that they're going to do, the big ones that everybody votes them in for. But now you realize, oh wait, yeah, Biden could have just signed him an executive order and just fucking done it. Like he could have just done. But he did it. But Trump, he gets in there, he goes to the Capital One Arena, and then he goes into the Oval Office later that evening, and he's live the whole time, fucking signing shit, telling you exactly what he's signing, why he's signing it, commenting. He has complete transparency. He's not trying to
That's what I love.
it's like you can't fault that. And people are
Hmm.
saying, "Oh, he's a dictator. He's this, that, and the third." I saw a fantastic tweet. Somebody goes, "Donald Trump is a dictator." Well, what dictator signs an executive order to stop government censorship and enact free speech and and give all the power to the people, etc.? It's like, what world are you living in that you're trying to this he's giving you rights back, not taking them away. But he's a dictator. It's like you're out of your mind, bro. This guy's not a fucking dictator.
No, people are crazy and they want to stir up anything they can. But I think, like you said, the executive orders is huge on day one, and it's something that he learned last time that once he won the election in November, he's like, all right, we have like 2 months that we could plan out everything we want to do on day one. And talk about a busy first day of work. He was, probably up 5 a.m. getting ready, makeup, getting ready to go to the inauguration. Then he was working late through the night. And then I'm sure he's up early working these days. But yeah, that's what we were talking about with transparency, signing every single executive order, saying what it is, having the spokesman there telling him and telling us what the executive orders are. And everything that he signed was common sense stuff. It's not things that are like crazy out there that's going to hurt people. It was pretty simple walking down the border, which pretty much was what he ran on again. And it wasn't build the wall this time. It was, lock, just shut down the border, no more people in. And it was economy, energy, signing energy bills that are going to get people drilling oil in the Gulf of America and in Alaska, different parts. We have the largest oil reserves in the whole country up in Alaska that are untapped right now because Biden's economic policies. He didn't want people to drill for oil up there. So just you're going to start to see the price of gas coming down. You're about to see all different types of stuff go into effect here that'll hopefully start driving down the price of goods. And before you know it, eggs will be cheaper, milk will be cheaper, everything when you go into the grocery store will be cheaper, hopefully soon. But yeah, it was a great, I think, first day in office. It really showed the transparency. It showed that he's ready to get shit done, not sitting around doing nothing like who knows what Biden was doing for the past 3.5 years. Um, so yeah, I thought it was a success.
Yeah.